Welcome everyone to the Cat's Meowth and another set showcase video. Like the last video were kind of a lot of English random promos and things that just kind of didn't go to one specific category. This is my Japanese random promos. And they're not all promos. Some of them are actual set cards. They're ultra rares from sets that I really never started. And so they just kind of sit in these binders. And I literally have all of the spines labeled random. Some of them are, I don't know if you call them a mini set, like this Japanese Southern Islands promo set. But some of them are just one of cards. So we'll go ahead and just start with this beautiful Southern Islands set, which is complete. Unfortunately, not all near mint. That corner one does have some damage. This, I don't think it was probably called Radiant Collection, but is the equivalent of our Radiant Collection. Here it was called Dragon Vault, but in Japan it was Dragon Selection. And I don't believe they had the Chiron that we had. This, I don't know what to call this. I don't know if we can see the stamp. If we get a little closer. Yeah, it just says it's a K plus K. I think this is essentially a theme deck. But their theme decks are a lot cooler than ours. They're actually kind of practical. I mean, they have Blastoise in there. So, well, now that I say that, I think we did have a Blastoise promo printed. But they had Blastoise, they had Suicune, they had an ultra rare Kyurem, and some nice supporters. And there's the holo version. And I want to say that Kyurem has a different kind of stamp on it as well. And then a single water energy. So pretty much whenever I opened these, and I think this is the same, this is a Feraligatr Dragon Frontiers deck. And I pretty much just, I opened it up, enjoyed opening it up, and pulled one card out of each, or one of each card for my collection. I can kind of remember the packaging on this one. I think it featured Garchomp. But again, another kind of half deck or theme deck. I want to say whatever these belong to, they look kind of incomplete just by the gaps in the pages there. I vaguely remember opening up this deck. Got a Noivern break, a holo Skyla, and I think that's the end of this binder. So mostly kind of theme decks in there. Here we have more of a hodgepodge of promos. And some of them, like, I remember this Shaman, I believe was thrown in as an extra. I believe Pokemon Alwiz's name. And it is terribly, terribly damaged, but it is the only time I've ever run across this card. So he's still hanging out in the collection. Obviously, as you can see, we've got a nice Charizard. We've got a Mewtwo that I don't think it's actually on the same, it's got the same symbol as the vending machine cards, but I believe it's just something a little bit different, and that's why it's in here rather than in the vending set. A Rockets Articuno, I believe from their Team Magma versus Team Aqua, Rayquaza EX. Those are set cards, but those are sets that I never attempted to collect in Japanese, so that's why they sit in here. Some of these are movie promos. These, I believe, are the no rarity cards. There were some cards that just oddly were printed. Usually you have a rarity, somewhere down here in the corner, and these did not. So same with a lot of cards on this page, the Umbreon, the Espeon, all the Neo Discovery cards. They are all, I believe, no rarity. And then we've got that Game Boy Meowth. I do apologize for the shakiness of the camera. I probably should have gotten a tripod for this, but I'm just recording off my phone. I don't even remember what these are called. Maybe like tag team it's like the parent-child tournament, I think, something like that. Again, kind of a random hodgepodge of ultra rares from sets that I never really got into, including that secret rare Charmeleon, which is very nice. Leafeon Level X. I mean, there was just a point that if I had an opportunity to trade for something, even if it was a Japanese set that I wasn't going for, I just went ahead and went for it. Especially if the person contacting me was trying to get more of my stuff, I'd happily trade in for a Japanese card. And I'm not so sure where these are from, but all of these cards have the little Bulbasaur stamp off to the side, and they are all numbered. So that's why I have multiple copies, or what looks like multiple copies, but they do have different numbers in the corner. So that's, otherwise I typically wouldn't have multiple copies of a card. And again, like some of the earlier cards, I think they were essentially like a theme deck where you would put the cards, and we had some of these here in the US too. We'd put the cards in that particular order and they give you instructions for how to play with them that way. We have some Japanese Pokemon Rumble cards and some random Diamond and Pearl series. Actually, that's from Hidden Legends. So yeah, some random Japanese holos, again, from sets that I never started. And, oh, you can really, yeah, being through the plastic, it's hard to really see that. So, yeah, some random promos here. Now, this is my binder of things that I am considering sending off to grade. So I've gone through these, and they are in really nice condition. And so I just thought I'd give it a try. We've got some Pichus from, I believe, a movie promo. Sealed Umbreon, Sealed Superior. I believe the Rayquaza is sealed too. A nice Dragonite. I believe the top 3 Blastoise, Charizard, and Venusaur are CD promos. A cool Porygon. It has the symbol and make it look from the set, but I'm not actually sure if it's from the set now that I think about it. Otherwise, I would have it with the set. So, unless it was a no rarity card. I believe that's a no rarity Charizard. Snorlax. We've got just, again, kind of a hodgepodge of things. We've got some McDonald's cards. I kind of wish I collected McDonald's cards a while back. I think some of them are actually getting to be quite valuable. And that's actually some stuff that I've shown in a previous video. Like I said, this is my binder of stuff that I'm thinking about sending off to get graded. So these are all of my Japanese random things. So hopefully the collection showcase videos from now on will be a little more specific with some themes or some sets. I thought this was kind of a good way to try and get some of the weird stuff out of the way. And if I certainly didn't cover, some of the background on some of these things, or specifically said that I didn't really know where it came from, feel free to comment below on a little bit more information. I know a lot of people out there just love knowing more about these cards. So thanks everyone for watching. This is the Cat's Meow.